Hey guys, okay, I got notes again today because it was a long shift again and I don't want to ramble. So, today we're going to discuss the Bible verse of where it's Proverbs 29, where there is no vision, the people perish. And so we're going to talk about creating your life vision. And, sorry, it's been a long night. I want to get my hair down. So I want you to think about a vision. And, God tells us that we need a vision and we need His vision. We need to know what His vision for our life is. But, it's a good time of year to start planning for next year, taking a look and seeing, okay, what's really going on, what's working, what's not working. So I want to cover for 3 days, we're going to talk about creating a vision for life. Because it's kind of a big deal. So, sorry for all the ums. I'm tired. I want you to not be afraid to use some magical thinking. Suspend some disbelief. Forget about your so-called limitations. I want you to dream, and I want you to dream kind of big. If your vision doesn't make you think, oh, that's a little bit bold, then you're probably thinking too small. If your vision makes your life better, but it doesn't make anybody else's life better, then you're definitely thinking too small, okay? So let's get started. A vision is not a goal. That's kind of an important distinction. Goals may help you realize your vision, but a vision is not in and of itself a goal, okay? Goals are what you do to take steps to move towards your vision. Your vision is your why. It's your values. It's your purpose in life. It's what keeps you excited and motivated, okay? So what I'm going to talk about today is reviewing the past. Jim Rohn, who I love hearing from him, he's proof that we up here in Idaho can make some pretty awesome ideas. He said, what happens, happens to us all. It is what you do about what happens that counts. Everybody's life is going to go through times when it sucks, and it's just a matter of what are you going to do when that happens. Okay, so we're going to reflect on the past year. This is how we evaluate what went well and what did not go so well. We have to learn from our past experiences so that we can respond more effectively when we face similar experiences in the future. Okay? We also have to reflect on the past year because that helps us to close out the last chapter and turn the page and start a new chapter without carrying along all the baggage that goes along with the last chapter. You can't move forward if you're still holding on to the past. So what went well this year and what didn't go well this year? If you keep a calendar, you can page through it and look at some of the stuff that's in it to kind of get an idea of what you did this year and try to remind you of certain things. If you keep a journal, that's a great thing to spend a little time going through and skim through it and see if there's anything that kind of speaks to you. And if nothing else, at least go back through your Facebook posts. Just stay on your timeline. Don't wander off into all of Facebook, but go back through your Facebook posts and see if there's anything in there that, triggers a memory. Okay? As you go through each month, think about the following things. What events and experiences stand out for you? What places did you visit? Did you visit any places? What were you doing? What did you create? What goals did you achieve? What goals did you fail to achieve? There's one page. What did you change in your life? Who did you spend your time with? And that one's really important. They say that you're going to be the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So choose those 5 people very carefully. Who impacted your life? What frustrated you? What made you excited? What experiences would you rather forget? Because there's a lot of deep truth in those experiences that we try really hard to forget. And sometimes there's lessons there that if we don't learn them, we're going to have to go through the same experience again. Because sometimes some of us, I'm not going to name names, probably me, take a lot of time figuring things out. What were your struggles? What challenged you? So think about these questions, write down whatever comes to mind, what stands out, and, take a little time really going through this. John Dewey, who in general I'm not a big fan of, but this is good. We do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience. So review all the notes that you've made as you go through your Facebook or your calendar or your journal And consider all the events, memories, challenges, experiences, people you interacted with, and so on. And think about, what are the lessons that you learned this year? Learning the life lessons from the past 12 months, it's just going to help you make next year so much better, because you're not going to ignore the lessons you learned this year. And then the last thing I want you to do is take a step back and consider the question, what sums up your year? So try to rate on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is and 10 is yay, how satisfied you were with the past year. Considering your accomplishments, the lessons you learned, write a short sentence or paragraph as to why you rated your year as you did. And that's it. That's how you review the last year. It sounds a little bit more complex than it is. Just really go through things to try to figure out what things you want to take with you into next year, and what things you say, okay, I don't want to do that again. How can I avoid that? And tomorrow we'll talk about what to do about the present. So have a wonderful day, guys. I am going to go home and get some sleep, and I hope everyone has a very blessed Sunday.